Just for the sake of completeness, I want to make a little addendum to my previous video. One thing I do want to mention in Eli Manning's favor is that, so in the previous video I said that one of his main strengths was that he never got injured. I'd say his other major strength is that he does have a little bit of mental toughness, in the sense that, for example, Peyton Manning, his brother, was a great quarterback, but he did have a little bit of mental weakness that he would choke at the end of games. Eli Manning doesn't do that. And I'm not saying he's particularly clutch, but what Eli Manning does have is that he just doesn't seem to feel pressure depending on the game situation, in the sense that he will make the same mistakes in the fourth quarter that he would have made in the first 3 quarters. His play doesn't change depending on the time and place of the game. That's all, and that does count for a lot, because some quarterbacks get in their head, they do choke, but Eli Manning doesn't. And a few other things I want to talk about. Win-loss record. Eli Manning is right now at 113 wins and 110 losses on his regular season career. If he does play out the rest of the season, it is entirely possible that he will finish with a losing record. But if not, or if he does win a game or two, he will just barely be above 500. People often think of Eli Manning as a winner. He just wins games. He doesn't put up the prettiest passes or the prettiest stats. He just wins games. Well, that's actually not really the case. He wins and loses just about evenly, and he has been on some very good teams. He's been surrounded by some great talent over the years. He's had some great defenses. He's had some great coaches too. And he barely is above 500. So take from that what you will. Last thing is that the playoff record, and that's the thing people often point to, the 8-4 playoff record. In those 2 playoff years, he made it as wild card. So 4 wins in each of those playoff seasons, which means that aside from those 2 Super Bowl seasons, he has never won a playoff games, and that is quite striking. If you're going to put someone in the Hall of Fame or consider someone a winner, they should win playoff games in more than 2 total years in their 15-year career, right? So that's a big knock on Eli Manning right there. Those 4 consecutive playoff wins in those 2 Super Bowl years. Some of those, of course, have been a little bit lucky. Against the Packers, he completed a Hail Mary. Against the 49ers, they muffed the punt at the end of the game that let him get to the Super Bowl. And of course, there was the helmet catch in the Super Bowl against the Patriots. The one legitimately good play that he had, I will give him credit for, was in the second Super Bowl, that perfect pass to Mario Manningham. Legitimately perfect pass in a desperate situation. I'm perfectly happy to give him credit for that, but that was really his best play. Anyway, that's really it. I do not consider Eli Manning to be a good quarterback. I do not consider him to be a winner. I do not consider him to be a good person based on his demeanor on and off the field. But hey, I really think that you deserve this. You deserve to see him struggle at the end, because you're the ones who've defended him for so long. So once again, leave Eli Manning alone.